How are you guys? Arteta vows Rice and Partey midfield duo, and has gone ahead to explain to us why he thinks these two can obviously work together into this system. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you watching us from? It's the transfer news show onto this YouTube channel, and continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. Harry Kane is house hunting down in Munich, that is Germany, and he might be looking forward to joining Bayern Munich. And lastly, we are going to let you know the current situation of the here we go of Dean Henderson, the former captain of Liverpool, and how he's going ahead to obviously decide to leave Liverpool and join Steven Gerrard, his former captain at Liverpool. Now, it's really a very good day that you guys are here and you've given us a chance to talk to us. And I'd love to let you know that we've gone ahead to hit 16,000 subscribers, and I'd like to congratulate everyone that has been part of this huge journey. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. One by one makes a bundle, and here we are. We started all far away from 1 subscriber, 2,000, 6,000, 10,000, now 16,000. You guys, you're really the best, and you've gone ahead to obviously give us memories that we'll never forget onto this channel, and we are here to say thank you, and thank you everybody for the work you've done, because your subscriptions really mean a lot for this YouTube channel, and this is why I'm coming through and obviously bring you the best that we deserve, all you deserve onto this channel. Now, we all know that on Saturday night, Arsenal went ahead to lose to Manchester United, not so, by 2-0, and the midfield trio that Mikel Arteta used was all about Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Odegaard, and it has been one of those that most of you have been highly anxious about, and even journalists went out and obviously gave us a hint that Kai Havertz has coming through as a Granit Xhaka replacement, and Mikel Arteta tried it for the very first time in the last 20 minutes when Arsenal was playing the MLS All-Stars, and they played very well when Kai Havertz found himself in a goal-scoring position that made it 5-0 for Arsenal. But against Man United, things never worked out as Arteta really wanted. The craft just backfired, imploded, and it just conceded goals that Mikel Arteta wouldn't like to concede, especially the first goal. And I've seen people come out and blame Aaron Ramsdale. I ask them, guys, where on the planet Earth do you really come out and blame Aaron Ramsdale? Because he's really one of those goalkeepers that is really good. But why don't you first blame Declan Rice, who really hate Bruno Fernandes, run into blank space or empty space, and obviously hit that ball without anyone pressing him? You know, he hit it without any disturbance, and obviously you've seen this in trainings, you know, players trying to hit goalkeepers and they've gone ahead to score such goals. So to me, I just saw that as a training goal, that if at all Declan Rice pressed Bruno Fernandes well, then Bruno wouldn't have found himself in a shooting position. But that has gone ahead to leave divided opinions in Arsenal fans and we who really want to enjoy the game of football. That is it time for Mikel Arteta to come out and obviously put Thomas Partey and Declan Rice in a double pivot to see to it that they tussle it out with Barcelona or any other team. Now, here onto this channel, that's what we're going to discuss today, and Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to throw a hint, because he was asked whether these two can play together, and this is what Mikel had to say. He said, yes, they can play together. That was in my plans. If you want to improve the squad and have more quality, you need players that can improve the squad and players in the same position that can fight for the same places. Now, for Mikel Arteta, he's talking about improving the squad and quality. Obviously, when you add in Declan Rice in that midfield of Arsenal, obviously you're going to hate to improve quality, but not quality as in talent, but quality as in more intensity and physicality that you will need to see to it that you really tussle it out with teams like Manchester United, especially when you're playing away from home, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, and so on and so forth. That is it. But at Emirates, you can obviously go with the system that Arsenal really played with at Man United, because I believe it will work out, because they will be home and they'll be really attacking, because Arsenal plays what you call flowing football, you know. But when you're playing away from home like at Old Trafford, Etihad, Stamford Bridge. Which other side? The other side is Anfield and St. James's Park. You'll need a Thomas Partey and a Declan Rice, and I think you got it right onto that, because that is one of those things you go obviously call out from the manager. But he's talking about two players to fight for the same position. Do you agree with him that you need to be having two of these players fighting for the same position? To me, I believe the best Arsenal side should be having Declan Rice and Thomas Partey on the field. Right. And I think Mikel Arteta is afraid of one thing, that Thomas Partey has not gone ahead to obviously commit to the side of Arsenal. He's really on and off. He has not gone ahead to commit to the Arsenal side. And that's the problem that Mikel is really facing as the manager of Arsenal. And that's why he doesn't want to really rely so much on Thomas Partey. And amid his word, he went ahead and obviously told us in the press conference that means there is something in between Thomas Partey and Arteta that is hidden, and it looks like Thomas Partey has gone ahead to tell Mikel Arteta, I really want to push on and really leave. That is it. Something that Mikel cannot come out and obviously pronounce in public. But him trying out Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard is an indicator that Thomas Partey is really one of those that he's looking to really offload. Because this is the game where he would have gone ahead to think that the gaffer of Arsenal would have gone ahead to assure Thomas Partey that you're part of my plans. Because Thomas Partey is leaving for money reasons. Secondly, for threats of losing his position, you get, at Arsenal, and he believes that if he doesn't really get a team this time round, and a deal that he got that is so juicy in Saudi Arabia, he might not get it later, because this season he might not get in what we call enough playing time. That is it from the Mikel Arteta coach. So Arteta went on and really said about playing Declan Rice and Thomas Partey together that it's something we haven't had in the last few years. We wanted to improve that. That's why we brought Declan Rice as well. So Arteta is really having a very huge game ahead of him, that is of Barcelona. He needs to make a decision on whether he's going to start both of them or not. If Arteta doesn't start Thomas Partey in the game of Barcelona, then that will be an indicator that it's really over. It's really over, that Thomas Partey is really out of the plans of Mikel Arteta. Because if you're playing Barcelona, you bring back the same midfield that he played against with Manchester United to prove a point. If he doesn't win the game of football, then fans of Arsenal are really going to go on to him and obviously blast him out as a manager who doesn't learn from his mistakes. And they'll go ahead and obviously refer to him as a manager who has always gone ahead to do the same things that really failed them to lift the trophy. And you'll see hashtags of Arteta out on Twitter, because they believe they need to see Declan Rice and Thomas Partey on the same pitch, or Jorginho and Thomas Partey on the same field. Because to me, I've always told you, Declan Rice is good, but he's overrated. That is it. You have to accept it. You have to accept it, because you just can't come from West Ham and think that you're going to come out and rerun the midfield of Arsenal. No way. The system of play of Arsenal is totally different from the system of West Ham. One will say, but he plays well for the England national team. But England does not play the same system like Arsenal plays. And that is it. So he needs to fit into that system. And he's not as persistent as Jorginho or Thomas Partey. And I would love to see him in the game of Barcelona trying to show himself more to receive the ball, something that he failed to do when they are playing Manchester United, because Manchester United pressed him a lot, and Declan Rice is not a press-resistant player. And if I told you you're missing a press-resistant player in the single pivot of your team, then how are you going to connect to the attack? That is it. So that is it what we are getting in from Mikel Arteta and Declan Rice, Thomas Partey and their plans. Now we shift to Harry Kane. Looks like Harry Kane is set or sold on an idea to go on and obviously play down in Bayern Munich. And Bild, one of the biggest sources coming in from Germany, have gone ahead and obviously confirmed us that Harry Kane's wife Katie has been in Munich for the past few days. She's said to have looked at the potential new home of the family and also looked around for housing options in Grunwald. Parts of the Kane family have also been there. So it's really something important and interesting for the side of Bayern Munich that they are pushing to see it that they get in Harry Kane. Remember, the big update concerning Harry Kane today has been all about Jim Lewis, the majority or shareholder or majority owner of Tottenham Hotspur, has told Daniel Levy that you should sell Harry Kane. You should sell Harry Kane. And that's going ahead, obviously, pump up rumors that Manchester United might get back into the Harry Kane race. Something that it might be music to ears of Manchester United fans, not me in particular, because I believe we shouldn't go in for a player of 30 years and we pay close to 80 or 100 million pounds. You know, you rather get in a young player like Rasmus Højlund or force it out and go in for Kylian Mbappe, because Mbappe is 24. So, to my understanding, I think Harry Kane should go to Bayern Munich and they should sell him that side. But them going ahead to relook for a house shows you how far this deal has gone ahead to obviously grow. It's growing and accelerating towards him leaving London to go ahead and play in Bayern Munich, where he'll be assured of really winning with trophies, especially the Bundesliga and the Champions League. It's very shameful that Harry Kane has been in the Premier League for a very, very long time, scored very many goals, and he has not been able to register what we call any trophy. He has played finales of the Carabao Cup, I think FA Cup, and a finale of the Champions League. They once contested for the Premier League, and I think there is a game they lost. Was it to Liverpool? That obviously saw them lose the trophy to Chelsea or Man City, one of those two. I think it was Leicester, right? But they tried a lot under Pochettino, and that is the highest they've gone ahead to punch, you know, to clinch a trophy. But all that ended in vain, and Harry Kane was not really there. But going to Bayern Munich, obviously, they'll win a Bundesliga, sure deal. And after winning a Bundesliga, he'll come out and obviously be one of those players that will go down in history of having won trophies, because he would have gone ahead to stay in the Premier League. But I don't know whether United are willing to go, obviously, are willing to go on ahead and obviously get in the monies. But as I understand, United on English players, they can do everything to get this deal over the line. That is it. On English players, they can do everything to get this deal done and dusted. So let's wait and see how that pans out between Harry Kane, Manchester United and Bayern Munich. But the huge boost to all Bayern Munich fans that are watching this channel is that Harry Kane has been seen house searching down in Bayern, but it has not been himself, but the wife, Katie of Harry Kane. And if at all you see the wife, you obviously know that it's obviously the husband trying to look for the house around. Not so? So after that, let's talk a little bit about Henderson. And Henderson has gone ahead to complete the first part of his medical tests as a new Al Tafak player on Friday. Second part wasn't done today, but very soon. Deal to be signed next week for £12 million plus add-ons fee to Liverpool. 3-year contract agreed 2 weeks ago. Here we go, confirmed. Now, Liverpool is really one of those teams that are going to hate to lose more players, and Jordan Henderson is one of those that is going to hate obviously go to Saudi Arabia and chew the money. Remember, he has been given £700,000 per week, and let's be real, at the age of 30 to 33, who are you to downplay that amount of money? It's really huge, and it means that every year, where is my calculator? That means every year, he's earning 700. 1, 2, 3 times 52, the number of weeks in a year. So that means every year he's going to be pocketing in almost £40 million. So times 3, that is £120 million. So you saw how juicy this deal was, that he couldn't really let it go and go through his hands. But he's going to have to complete his the first part of his medical, and this week we expect a second round to be done and the deal is going to be announced. But where does this leave Liverpool? Meaning that Liverpool should look in for 2 more midfielders. Remember, Liverpool wanted 2 wanted more, wanted like 3 at the beginning of the season. So the beginning of the transfer window, and they brought in 2. So Basilai, this other guy from Brighton that won the World Cup, McAllister, and they're looking in for Ramil Lavia. If at all, they never lost Jordan Henderson and Fabinho. But it looks like they're going to lose 2. Fabinho is either going to Bayern Munich or Saudi Arabia, and they're also losing out onto Jordan Henderson, meaning that now the demand is increasing to 3, because if they had those 2 and they wanted 1 more, now they're losing those 2. That means they're going to bring in 3 more so that they really match the pace of other teams. But I really like the way they're really recruiting. But my worry has always been, if I've been watching this channel, Liverpool, seeing these players really pick up. That is it. The beauty they're having is that they're having McAllister, who is a Premier League proven player. Are they going to start up with Thiago Alcantara, McAllister and Soboslai as a midfield 3, Bajcetic, Soboslai and McAllister? You'll wait and see how that's going to pan out. But I think this might push them more so that they get in 1 central defensive midfielder playing in the Premier League. Maybe Paulinho, there is Nunes of Wolverhampton Wanderers, there is Romeo Lavia, and many others, because they are running short of time, because today is 25th and the Premier League is starting like how many days from now? Like 2 weeks. I think it's like 20 days from now. That's when the Premier League is going to start, as I think Liverpool will be playing Chelsea in the opener, I think around 11th of next month. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Through smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Tell me your thoughts about Arteta making Rice Thomas Partey midfield duo vow. What do you think about it? And what do you make about Harry Kane's wife searching for a house to Munich? Does it mean a deal is done and Harry Kane expects them to go ahead and play that side? And lastly, Jordan Henderson to El Tifrak in Saudi Arabia. What do you make about it? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Lau Fikum. Ciao, ciao.